Hello everyone, welcome to this ELC video about citations in academic presentations. You should already know that using and citing sources is essential in academic writing. Well, it's also true in academic presentations, and in this video you're going to learn more about how to do this. You need evidence to support your stance and to establish credibility. Without evidence, your presentation will not be academic, and it will almost certainly be unconvincing. But in presentations, we do not cite our sources in the same way as in academic writing. There are different ways of referring to your sources in a presentation. Some presenters put the source information on the slide, but they don't actually mention the source when speaking. Let's listen to an example.
One influential idea is that interaction with others plays a crucial part in the language learning process. So when schools teach languages, they should maximize the time that students actually get to speak the language.
In this case, the presenter only talked about the ideas mentioned on the screen without saying the names of the sources. However, if the author is a top figure in your discipline, you could mention that to show your audience how credible your evidence is. Here's another example.
Michael Holliday, the founding father of functional linguistics, suggested that human learning is a process of meaning making.
Okay, so here she also used the author's first and second name, which we don't do in academic writing. Notice also how she provided a page number in her source information because she had a quote on her slide. As you can see, we don't necessarily include the date of the publication when we talk. However, if we are presenting research results, the date could be important because it helps your audience decide how recent and therefore how reliable your evidence is. Listen to this example.
Research published in 2019 has shown that there has been an increase in the use of non-integral citations relative to integral citations in academic writing over the last 50 years.
If you are not very familiar with the field of study and you don't know if the author is well known or not, you can highlight the authority of your source by mentioning the journal in which the study was published, especially if it's a well-known journal. Here's an example.
A 2019 study in applied linguistics has shown that there has been an increase in the use of non-integral citations in academic writing over the last 50 years.
As you can see, it's not necessary to provide the volume or issue number when you do this. Some speakers also highlight the authority of their source by mentioning which university, research institute or organization the author works at. Here are a couple of examples.
A study from Cambridge University highlights Dr. Smith from the International Labour Organization argues that.
Finally, on the last slide of the presentation, it is a good idea to provide full details of all the sources you have used. How about citing images such as photos, tables, and other graphics? Whether you are from the social sciences, natural sciences, or engineering, it's common practice to provide the source details of the images together with the image on the screen. However, you do not need to say these in your presentation. See this example.
Polar bears are undoubtedly one of the major victims of climate change.
One thing to remember when you use tables or graphs or other illustrations, presenters usually discuss how the data illustrates your points. As we have seen in this video, in academic presentations, we will still need to use sources as evidence to justify our arguments, but we cite these in different ways to a written essay in order to help us create an appropriate academic spoken style. Okay, that's it from me. Thanks for listening and goodbye for now.